Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's good to see you. So this video is going to be about how to grow long hair fast. I know there are many of you out there that want long, beautiful, healthy hair. So we're going to talk about 5 tips that will help you to grow your hair long, strong, and beautiful and full, okay? First tip is you have to have a regimen that will help you maintain the hair that you already have on your head, okay? That is the first thing, because if you want to grow long hair and you're not maintaining the hair that you already have and it's breaking off, even the new growth is eventually going to break off too, right? And then what's the point? Now, to maintain this hair, there are a few things that you have to do. Regardless of the type of hair, eliminate or reduce breakage, which means if your hair is the kind that is usually dry, you need to moisturize it. If your hair is the kind that is too greasy, you need to detox it, wash it. If your hair is a kind that is frizzy and because it has a lot of split ends, you need to moisturizing your hair actually helps with frizz as well. A lot of people who have problems with frizzy hair are having these problems because they have split ends or the hair is dry. And both of these situations can be rectified when you moisturize your hair. If you do have split ends, however, you will have to trim them off, because there's nothing that can, if your hair is split like this, that will make it come back together. It just won't work, okay? There are lots of products out there that will sell you on repairing split ends. Don't waste your money, okay? Trim them off and make sure that you maintain healthy ends by moisturizing your hair. And when you moisturize it, if you have the kind of hair where the moisture escapes easily, you want to seal it with something that has an oil base, okay? So that's very important for trying to maintain the hair that you already have. You also want to make sure that you don't put a lot of tension on the hair that you already have. You want to make sure that when you're combing it, you first start with a finger detangling, okay? You use your hands to try to, get the tangles out. Do it gently. A lot of hair is fragile. There are some people that have really, really strong hair that they can just run the brush right through, and you may get maybe one strand. You may get maybe one strand of hair that comes out of their scalp on the brush. But for most of us, we have to be gentle with our hair. Once you're done finger detangling, then you can detangle with a tool such as a brush, right? Or a comb, like this, okay? I like this when I have my hair out, and you always want to start from the ends and move up, okay? The hair strand and move up. Because if you have a knot, let's say the knot is here, and you start combing your hair right from the root, you're gonna get it snagged, the comb snagged in the knot. And what are you gonna do? The natural instinct is to pull and keep trying to pull to get the knot out of your hair. And if your hair is like mine and fragile, then you're gonna rip out a bunch of hair as you come to the end, right? You don't want to do that. We want to maintain the hair that we already have. You need to strengthen your hair. If your hair is breaking and therefore not gaining length, then your hair is weak. The weakness could come from either being too brittle because there's too much protein in your hair, or it could come from there being too much moisture in your hair. You moisturize it too much. You may have a moisture overload where your hair is so stretchy that when you hold one end and the other end and you stretch, it thins out and thins out and thins out. And what's going to happen after that? It won't look healthy. If you want your hair to be able to grow long, there has to be a good protein moisture balance. There are some people whose hair has more of one than the other. So you have to look at your kind of hair that you have and balance it appropriately. There are a plethora of videos out there that give you the different products that you can use. If your hair is very brittle, it's very likely that you have a protein overload or just mere dryness. And for both of those, you want to put moisture in your hair. And what I have seen through my research is that between 50 to 100 strands of shed hair a day is normal. And if you have hair that sheds a lot that you feel is abnormal, if you see that your hair is thinning and you see that your shedding is excessive, there are things that you can do, like there are shampoos that have onion in it or garlic in it. Those things help reduce shedding, okay? Number 3, protective styling to reduce stress and tension. There are people who every day they're combing their hair, they're brushing their hair, they're doing ponytails with their hair, they're pulling on it, tugging on it. Hair can only take so much, okay? So if your hair is the kind like mine, which can only take so much, protective styling is key, especially during the dry winter months where you get static electricity and everything. And when your hair is out a lot, your hair does suffer from the dryness. You have to be extra vigilant on moisturizing your hair. Better still, you could do protective styling, like wearing wigs or braiding your hair or putting in sew-ins like what I have on. This is protecting my hair underneath. I have cornrows under here. And then number 4 is nourish your scalp. Okay, your scalp is like the soil and your hair is like the plant. You need to put nutrients into the soil for the plants to grow properly, right? For the plants to thrive and not look scrawny and tired and haggard. So you have to nourish your scalp. How do we do this? There are several ways to nourish your scalp. First of all, you want to make sure that you clean your scalp regularly. Some people wash their hair once a week. Some people wash their hair twice a week. Some people wash their hair once every 2 weeks. You have to figure out what works for you, because if your scalp is dirty, guess what? You're putting nutrients on your scalp is dirty, the nutrients will not get absorbed, right? You have to just figure that out for yourself. That should be part of your regimen. If you want the nutrients to be absorbed into your scalp, the best thing to do when you're doing some kind of a treatment for your scalp is to do it usually when your scalp is fresh and clean. So, there are different kinds of detox, like mud, different kinds of mud, and different kinds of like sugar treatments that you can use to detox your scalp. Believe it or not, everybody needs a scalp detox from time to time. I know we have these shampoos, these, chelating shampoos, that are supposed to remove all the buildup and everything. But those do not detoxify your scalp. Unless it's specifically written on there that it's going to detoxify your scalp, it usually will not. You want to undertake activities that will actually detoxify your scalp, remove impurities, remove buildup from your scalp. And this happens, usually they have herbal things that will help you do that, so that it goes a few layers down into your scalp to pull out, buildup and things that are clogging the pores of your scalp. And immediately after detoxing your scalp, you want to put nutrients back in. These nutrients can come in different forms. Oils are a good way to replenish nutrients on your scalp. There are different kinds of oils that are good for different kinds of people. no one oil will work for every single person. There's castor oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil, carrot oil, vitamin E oil. One of the things that people do for their scalp for nourishment is growth oils. These growth oils have a few of the oils that I listed for you earlier, all mixed into one container for you. So instead of you having to buy a bunch of different oils, some people have already put it together for you so that you can use that to nourish your scalp. Your scalp has to be well nourished so that your hair will flourish, okay? That's number 4. Number 5, and by no means the least important, nourish your hair from within. Make sure that you're taking in fruits, vegetables, herbs, and grain. And some people also use hair vitamins to nourish from within. There are a plethora of videos out there of reviews on different products. Yes. If you follow a regimen and you go by these 5 things that I have talked to you about, your hair will grow at its fastest capable pace, okay? Now, in talking about that, you have to remember everybody's hair grows at a different rate. So those are the 5 things that you can do for quick growth and healthy hair and long hair, okay? Maintain what you have on your head, number 1. Number 2, strengthen your hair by using a good protein moisture balance. Number 3, engage in protective styling. Number 4, nourish your scalp to make it fertile for your hair to flourish and to grow at the fastest rate that it can. Number 5, eat good food, good nutrients, drink water. Your hair will not only grow fast, it will thrive and it will get longer because you will maintain the length that you're getting, okay? I am so glad you joined me today and I hope you learned something. We're sharing together. If you have any information that you want to share with me, please go ahead and put it in my comments down below and I'll be very happy to learn from you and also to respond to you if you have any questions, okay? Have a wonderful, wonderful day and I'll see you again soon. Bye.